opened in 2002. There's a look inside Ford Field here in downtown Detroit, the Motor City. Today, it's the seating capacity is 65,000 at Ford Field, and we are right around that number today. A good crowd on hand and seemingly ready to go in the Motor City. Today, it's a Week 9 matchup set to go here between the Green Bay Packers and the Detroit Lions. The first 2 months of the regular season down. What will the final two bring us as we're off in Week 9? Rodgers going to the air to start things out. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
And I can see the officials kind of looking at each other down there, silently wondering, does this meet the level of grounding? Fortunately, he did have a receiver in the area, but I have seen less obvious throwaways called as penalties.
Rodgers will try again on second down. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's third down.
So many times we see teams go on the road and want to lean on their running game, but this crew just announced they're going to try and air it out and make hay downfield.
So 2 incompletions have led them to an early 3rd and 10. To throw is Rodgers. Got a man. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And this is scooped up by the Lions. Not only a fumble loss there, but a fumble lost on your first drive in your own territory.
Dealing with a lot of stuff here because you feel bad going off the field because you gave up the football. How does your own defense feel now having to go out there and stop them when the momentum is clearly shifted in their favor?
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 49. And he's going to be stopped here on this first play as he gets it to the line of scrimmage and no more. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10. They stay on the ground. McCaffrey again. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 41. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. Those defense for the Packers, they were terrific last week in the victory over Buffalo.
And the way they did it was by getting after the quarterback. Sacked him 7 times in that game. Came from all angles, created a lot of illusions, and especially just beat them man for man. That's the kind of defense that really frustrates an opponent.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. The Lions at 6-1 now through 7 weeks of the season. Now, they've certainly found their groove of late. Winners of 5 in a row.
And this team is absolutely playing their best football right now. This is the best that we've seen them play in a long time, partner. Sky's the limit as far as they're concerned. Their confidence really soaring.
On first down, it's Tannehill. He's got a man. That's Keenan Allen. And they're going to work this down to about the 32-yard line.
It's a gain of 8. Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 32-yard line.
On second down, McCaffrey. And some space here. And just good downhill running there as he'll take this to the 15-yard line. They'll get 17 that time, and the Lions have a first down.
First down 10 at the 15-yard line.
From the red zone now, Tannehill. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked up by Denzel Ward. And the Packers are going to have it here at their own 15.
Well, Brand, as they say in popular culture, this one's going to leave a mark because they can see the end zone, but it'll stay out of reach because of their error. All their offensive teammates have to give the quarterback right now, offer a little bit of encouragement because what's done is done. Let's get them next time out.
So after the INT, it's Rodgers. Going for the deep ball. He's got a man, complete. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33. Every defensive staff harps on limiting explosive plays. Job not so well done there.
Yeah, they talk about it all the time. A lot harder to stop, though, isn't it? And when you think of an explosive play, most offensive staffs define them as passes of 20 or more yards and runs of 15 or more yards.
They went zooming past that number there. He'll go right back to Tunyon. And they move this all the way down to the 9. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down. Now Jones. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Here's Rodgers to throw. Touchdown, Packers. Josiah DeGuara, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers take the early turnover and convert it into an opening touchdown. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. Fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. This is caught inside the 15. And they're going to get this down inside the 15. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone.
First and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Tannehill. Out left and hauled in by Arcega-Whiteside. Touchdown! J.J. Arcega-Whiteside, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from evening this one up. Extra point right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
take over first and 10.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. With the football changing hands here, and as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think...
And that's caught inside the 35. And he'll be hauled down at about the 30-yard line.
I'm pretty sure any quarterback will tell you it's nice to have a tight end that can stretch the field. And how about him right there, working in the heart of the defense, and they connect on a very nice play downfield, a combination of talent and toughness to go into the briar patch.
So the big play has him all the way down to the 30 now for first and 10. Rodgers going to throw. Finds Lazard quickly on the slant. And he's brought down inside the 20 at the 18-yard line. So from inside the 20, here's first and 10 at the 18. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 17. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it second and 9. On second and 9, Rodgers. Throw right side, going to be complete to the ground. And it's a Packers touchdown. 2 touchdown passes now here in this first quarter for Aaron Rodgers. And the Packers have moved out in front. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, pulling his way into the...
Mason Crosby to kick off for Green Bay.
Crosby on now to kick it away. And it'll come out to the 25 as Raymond will elect not to bring it out. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And they are trying to create some separation within the division. And look, CD, I know that this is still the first half of the season, but this is a big matchup. And that's caught inside the 35. And they'll work this down inside the 30. Well, he's been doing this for a lot of years, with the arm strength still there, and he showed it off on that one. And he's got his man. It's caught for a Lion touchdown. J.J. Arcega-Whiteside. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And the Lions are an extra point away from drawing level. An extra point splits the uprights, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away.
Their catch made on the 24-yard line. The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And right now, we've got a little bit of an offensive masterpiece going on both sides, moving the football, scoring points. It's almost like somebody put the defense on rookie mode in this one. I mean, we haven't even left the first half, Charles, and we're certainly on pace for a shootout.
An excellent start for both offenses. The fans have to be enjoying this to seeing all these points go up on the board. As a former defender, you know I'm not enjoying this at all. But right now, both these teams just trading haymakers. Let's see if anyone slips up first. Can anyone counter with a nice little jab and get things going in their direction?
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. Second and 10 from the 25. Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. With that, he's up to 160 yards receiving now for the ball game. On first down, Rodgers. He sets to fire deep. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Well, the first two drives yielded touchdowns, so there's no reason for them to feel like they have to pull back on the reins. They pushed it downfield, looking for another one right there. Didn't get it, but we know they're going to continue to be bold.
Ball on the 42 as they come up 2nd and 10. Rodgers again now. Got a man, that's Lazard. And it's going to be another first down as they'll get him to the ground at the Lions' 41-yard line. 17 yards on the pickup there, and the drive will continue. So the ball moves into Lion territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 41. To throw, it's Rodgers. And that is incomplete. The coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Rodgers. He'll find his tight end here, DeGuara. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the secondary defensively.
It is, and it's got to put a dent in their confidence. And, you know, you always want to keep that up and feel like you can always bounce back after plays. But with the kind of numbers he's putting up here, it's starting to wear on him a little bit, I think. So they're looking at each other and trying to figure out what defense will work and how can they play better without getting beat deep for big passes.
Touchdown! Aaron Rodgers, 3 first-half touchdown passes. Extra point try now for Crosby. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14.
Makes the score Packers 21, Lions 14.
Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away.
The Lions take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. And, you know, it's certainly a lot of football left to play. We're not into December yet, but right now where we stand, they're in first place in their division, looking really good and looking to be a threat come January.
You know, are you one of those early holiday shoppers, partner? Are you one of those guys get your list done? Because I think about what every team has on their holiday shopping list right now. What's the number 1 goal? Make the playoffs. Number 2, win your division. Number 3, and I think the biggest goal of all, try to get the number 1 seed so you get that first-round bye and ensure you don't have to go anywhere in January and hopefully get to the Super Bowl that way.
And they'll get this down to the 42-yard line. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
To throw again on 2nd down. Tannehill. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really. A shotgun snap for Tannehill. He'll get this out wide here to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down here just shy of the 30.
I'm not sure that was necessarily a safety valve or a check down throw on 3rd down. Sometimes just try and find the open guy and get him the ball. He did exactly that and found a way to pick up a first down.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Now Tannehill. Throw to St. Brown, complete on the left side. And he's brought down here just outside of the 20.
was a nice completion, a little bit of run after catch as well to create the yardage that they got. But it is so tough to cover that route, the drag route, because they run it at varying speeds. Because the key is to create hesitancy on the defender's part.
Always so empathetic for those DBs, aren't you? And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. They still need about the length of the football here, maybe a little less as they come up on 2nd and inches. A give running left is McCaffrey, and he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. Only a gain of a yard, but that's all they needed. Again, they run again. It's McCaffrey. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10. Tannehill now to throw. And that'll be incomplete.
The coverage keyed in on him since that last completion his way. He earned a little more attention on that route, and that made it a lot tougher to get a clean throw his way.
It's been a pretty long drive. This will be play number 9, and they need 10 yards out of it on 3rd. Here's Tannehill. Over the middle, that's complete to McCaffrey. The Lions will use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. They'll try to run with McCaffrey, and they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 9. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. Now from the 9, here's 2nd and goal. Again, McCaffrey. And he takes this one in for a Lions touchdown. Christian McCaffrey with his 9th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Lions are an extra point away from tying the ball game here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that is going to tie our game as we approach halftime. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Working from the gun, Rodgers. This one swung out here to Jones. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. That'll go for a gain of 7, and that will bring up 2nd down.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
Part of what we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Now a shot taken on 3rd down, but it's going to wind up incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts. This time on 3rd down.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. Calls for the fair catch, makes the fair catch just inside the 15-yard line. It's just a 32-yard punt with no return. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And with only 4 seconds on the clock, time likely for just one snap of the football. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play of this first half. So thanks to the late touchdown, it's a time ball game here heading to break. As we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaughan. And ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. Offense ready to kick off their next drive. This offense ready for the first drive of the third quarter. Well, quarters number 1 and 2 entertaining. We saw some good offense points put up, Charles, and he's got a man complete. Touchdown, Detroit. Jamison Williams, 75 yards. And the Lions come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Extra point right down the middle, and they will take a 7-point lead.
The score, Lions 28, Packers 41.
Following the touchdown, Badgley out there to kick it away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Rodgers will bring the pack up with a 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They'll try and start this drive in the air. They'll find Aguara complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
And that was good protection there. No, that was great protection there because it allowed him to lock in on his receiver. Although I think he was looking for his tight end on the corner route all the way. Nice connection there for a really nice gain.
And now the Lions going to stop us momentarily as they call a timeout. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn one here in this third quarter. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Throwing is Rodgers. Flushed out right. And that is incomplete.
Well, the connection they've had has been excellent today, but not on that snap. I think he was asking just a little too much as he extended that play, hoping for one more completion with him.
So now 3rd and 10, a big play to start the drive, but nothing since. Rodgers to throw once more. Now the ball comes loose, and this is scooped up by the Lions. And the return this time will go out to the 42-yard line. A lot of talk this week about ball security. In fact, they added an extra period in practice to be more secure with the ball. It didn't work out there.
Well, sometimes you just get overexcited during the game. You may all of a sudden make your catch, see some open field, and decide you're going for it, and not realizing the danger lurks while you're doing so, and there's your end result right there.
He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. And if they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
On 2nd and 11 now. Tannehill. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the third quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has. It is not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on third down. Here's Tannehill. Gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. And he's got room. And down to the 20 he'll go before heading out of bounds. A big play there on the catch and run. 39 yards. So a big play as it gets him all the way down to the 20 now for 1st and 10. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Ladies and gentlemen, that is a force of nature in the defensive tackle position. Yes, he's as big as they come, but still plenty agile. He's able to make a nice play there to swallow up the ball carrier.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
When people talk about plays being blown up, that's exactly what they're talking about. That's Exhibit A for physical play.
It looks like the Packers have added an extra DB on 3rd down. And he'll wind up losing yardage here back at the 21-yard line. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. From the right hash, it's a 38-yard attempt. And this will not have the distance to get there. Short, no good, just under the crossbar. And this will remain a 1-touchdown game. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Lions are going to have the short field here as they'll take over right at the 50. And that's a ball that he is going to want to keep, his first career interception in the National Football League.
And I love what teams do when that happens. You bring the ball to the sideline, the equipment guy grabs it, he puts a piece of tape on it, writes on it so that you know what it is, and then they tuck it away so that you can have it for later and put it on your mantle. Pretty good deal for him right there. Now he's eager to get back out on the field and get a second one.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
On first down, it's Tannehill. And he'll dump this off to his running back, McCaffrey. And he's going to be taken down at about the 33.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. The linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 27. It's a 6-yard run, leaves him with about a foot or so here still to go to hit the marker with third down coming up. They stay on the ground. This time it's Williams. He's not going to get there. That won't even be close. It was blown up in the backfield. That'll make it fourth down after a loss of 1.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuck that one down the line of scrimmage.
We think about it, that's a pretty important second-half field goal, Charles. That now stretches this to 2 possessions and really kind of ratchets up the pressure on that opposing sideline.
It certainly does because that interception and adding a field goal to it, that puts them in firm control of this game right now. They're about one more big stop from putting this thing absolutely out of reach.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got second and third down to fall back on.
Rodgers again here on 2nd and 10. That's going to be caught downfield by Lazard. And he's going to step out of bounds all the way down at the 30-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. 45 yards.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
Play action. Now it's Rodgers. And he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Robert Tonyan, 30 yards. And the Packers are able to cut into this deficit here in the final minute of the third. Crosby connects on the extra point, and the lead is down to a field goal. Now after the touchdown, here's Crosby to kick it away. The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. Their lead down to a field goal now as they start with a 1st and 10. And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
An opportunity to get a drive started here at the end of the third quarter. What you're trying to do is break the game down a little bit. Don't let your guys see too deep into the game, into the future, and say, oh, we got to get here. No, right here, right in front of them, melt the clock down, get to the fourth quarter, try and keep going.
And try to keep that lead.
Exactly.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out. So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. Up the gut, McCaffrey. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. Tannehill now, the option left. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be 2nd down.
And this is why aggressive defense coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
On 2nd and 9, Tannehill. He's airing it out for Williams. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers are right back in this football game. A seismic shift in momentum here in the fourth quarter. That's the break that the defense needed.
And you know as well as I do, people are going to question the play call in that situation. Sometimes you have to question the execution, not necessarily the call. And in this case, those defenders found a way to give their team a chance.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, what, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
On 2nd and 10, Rodgers. They're going for Lazard, but this is intercepted. Picked off by Kirby Joseph. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. A big play there by the rookie. An interception followed by the return for 6 points.
If you want to be accepted by your teammates and coaching staff, make plays like that.
Extra point splits the uprights, and his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. We'll see if they can band back together after the pick 6. It hurt badly, but still within striking distance. A 2-score game with a good chunk of time on the clock. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well.
Normally you think the tight end's going to be able to catch the football and handle that contact, but in this case, maybe a little too much target to hit. That one was timed well, incomplete.
And now the third down throw incomplete as well. I don't know, he had to be pretty quick with his fingers to start and stop after the ball hit the ground. I'm giving him some credit.
Well, I'm thinking about the mental focus, you know?
Yeah.
The mental focus.
Yeah, that's true.
Got to stay with it.
That's true. Rodgers gotta have this one. And this is caught. That's Watkins. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now, and they convert there on fourth down. So on fourth down, a big-time completion, and the defense, they've got to be shaking their heads right now.
Not only shaking their heads, but understand that they committed one of those cardinal sins that they say they can't do at any time. They committed an eye violation, had their eyes in one place, and allowed the deep ball behind them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Play fake. Rodgers. Looking right side, and that's complete to Watkins. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. Got a man, that's Lazard. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Shotgun now for Rodgers. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just chuck this one up into row G. It's incomplete.
Oh, that's good decision-making right there. Understood down and distance. Knew it wasn't third down, and he still had another opportunity to earn the first down. Good job throwing it away and avoiding an interception.
2nd down and goal. Rodgers. His pass caught at the 4. 5 yards that time on the completion. And now it's 3rd and goal. Now it's Rodgers rolling to his right. This is caught. And it's a Packers touchdown. Josiah DeGuara, his 3rd touchdown of the season, all coming in this game. And the Packers have made it a 1-score game again here in the 4th. Crosby with the extra point, and now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
The Lions take over first down 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball, saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, and throw with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line. They'll try and burn some clock now with McCaffrey. And he's going to bowl his way forward to the 48. 58 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I like that run right there, partner. Not the flashiest run, not the one that's going to break for big yardage, but he understands the situation, and taking care of the football, paramount, and he got it done.
Nursing that slim lead, you're exactly right. Hold on to that ball. A good run, got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3. And this turns into a nice gain with a slide at the end. 14 yards that time and a first down on the keeper.
But that's the fear any defense has when the quarterback gets involved in the running game. You don't usually account for him, and he's hurting them today.
Yeah, he's been very involved in the running game. Defensively, when you've got the coverage good downfield, how do you account for him, though?
Occasionally, you start to spy him. Take someone that's the same agility, who can dance with him, run with him, and try and keep him in the pocket.
That'll be especially critical here as we come down the stretch in the fourth.
I like a guy who understands the situation. I also like a guy who you look at him and you say, that looks like a guy who knows the coach is going to say, guess what? You drop this one, you'll be carrying around a training facility for an entire week.
Maybe flashback to high school or college, carrying it around campus, right?
And the old gauntlet drill, right? Anyone get the ball out while he's sitting in class and bring it back to the coach? He's in big trouble.
Just a couple on the pickup there, and now it's third down. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. Now, this is a big third down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. Here's Tannehill. A bullet throw, but incomplete.
How about this defense? They came up with a couple big plays in this sequence, and none better than the one right there, forcing the incompletion and bringing up fourth down.
So here comes a very important kick now for Michael Badgley. This to swell the lead to 6. Badgley able to punch this one through. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. As the offense begins another drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments, prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. Back to throw, Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And he's going to be taken down right at the 40-yard line.
Now you're right on the edge of field goal range. You've still got time, but get up to the line of scrimmage and get set.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. To throw is Rodgers. And now this one may draw a penalty. He just blindly threw that one to the sideline. And, yep, indeed, the flag is out. They lose the yardage, and, of course, they also lose the down on the grounding call, and it's quickly second and long. Now Rodgers. And his throw is incomplete.
Back-to-back incompletions, but we know this is definitely four-down territory. Time not on their side. I don't think they want to try and get the first down in 2 installments. I think they got to go and get it right here, right now.
Rodgers to throw. He's going to let it fly. And unable to connect, incomplete. I'll give them credit, they took their shot, but it's going to bring up fourth down.
With that incompletion, reality is staring them right in the face. This entire game is down to the next snap.
Rodgers to throw for it on fourth. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Lions looking like they're going to come away with a victory. And the Lions will take the knee here with victory in the cards.